LinkedIn needed to deliver a experience to their employees that is a town hall, that from their executive to
employees around the world. Really.
employees around the world.
Yeah.
Right.
You've probably seen videos of people like Steve Jobs standing in front of employees and putting on a show for their entire organization. That's become more and more important in corporate communications. The executives being able to deliver the message to the people and do it in such a way that the production values are very, very high. People are no longer just watching on desktop or conference room systems. There may be people sitting in auditoriums or theaters. The video quality and the production quality has to match anything that you would get out of a major television network. Cost efficiency is always important because corporate communications is effectively a cost center rather than a revenue generator as a traditional broadcast video is. They need to be able to leverage all of the resources that they have wherever those resources might be. In LinkedIn's case, they had major production facilities in Silicon Valley in California. They were building a new studio in New York City in the Empire State Building. They also have facilities elsewhere around the world, and what LinkedIn wanted to do was to be able to produce content in any of these facilities, deliver it to all of their employees, and then make sure that regardless of where the content was originating, they could take people in the studios in California to run those productions. Sometimes 2 and 3 productions on the same day, or even a couple at the same time. The way it works is that LinkedIn, like most major corporations these days, have extensive corporate backbone networks. These networks in and of themselves aren't really optimized for video, but they do have sufficient bandwidth that with the right technology on the network, they're able to leverage the bandwidth that the corporate network can provide and put together a broadcast quality production.
Some of the technical challenges that they faced, Doug, were being able to move video around the world. Mm-hmm. What did they use to get from point A to point B?
Well, they used the corporate network, but the corporate network wasn't optimized for broadcast video. They needed a platform that would deliver broadcast quality video transport, but do it within the constraints of their corporate backbone. That was the Nimbus 600 series. Our combination of very low latency, ultra high quality JPEG encoding, our ability to transport digital audio in the form of audio over IP, and at the same time to deliver timing and synchronization from their master studio to the remote locations was critical to the success of the project. LinkedIn told us that this is the first time they have ever been able to take video feeds from one side of the country, produce the feed on the other side, and send it back and have the latency be so low that when the video was shown on the giant screen behind the person who was delivering, the audience didn't notice a difference in delay.
Right, so one of the things that they were able to do is they were leveraging a corporate network, a large fiber network that they have their own, but they also had the need to connect other sites that weren't on that network that are just as important to have their employees in those town hall meetings.
That's right. And so in that circumstance, we leveraged another NetInsight product line, the Nimbus 400 product line with VA software functionality, to be able to take the produced video feed, compress it while retaining quality, but do it at a bandwidth that's low enough that they could actually deliver it on consumer internet or lower speed extensions of their corporate network. The last thing that really made this efficient for LinkedIn is the fact that NetInsight has a single control platform, NimberVision, that allows them to manage and monitor all of the devices in the network from a single point.
It was very easy to use and easy to set up.
Yes.